Whoa. Almost didn't see you there. It's Q&A time, I guess. You may be wondering what has brought you to this side of YouTube. And to that I can only say, I don't know. But welcome, you silly little sausage. I'm ELLIOKI, for anyone who doesn't know. I produce, write, and release my own music every single month this year, so there's plenty of cool things to look forward to. I'm doing a Q&A because I've been posting every single day on my Instagram, and I figured instead of doing the short form content, I might as well also let you guys know a little about me and my life and who I am, so that you can maybe, I don't know, connect to the music a bit more as well. As you can probably tell, I haven't filmed the most videos, so I guess I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit movie, a little bit all kinds of things, maybe a little bit too much. That's fine. Let's get started. I have the questions here on my phone, as people do. I'm so excited to do this, by the way. I genuinely can't believe that I have reached 5,000 followers on Instagram, and that is enough followers to be doing a Q&A. I've been watching these for forever. It feels cool to be on the other side, I suppose. All right, let's start with the base questions. So someone asked, where are you from? I am half German, half Colombian when it comes to ethnicity. And when it comes to where I was born in Switzerland. When it comes to where I have lived the longest in my life, also Switzerland. When it comes to where I am currently, somewhere in Europe. How old are you? I'm 20 years old, turning 21 in September. The next question, when is new music coming? Fun little fact, I'm releasing a new song every single month this year. So far it's been successful, but unfortunately in the month of July, disaster struck. They were not accepting my cover for the photo, which I will insert here. And so I had to do a new cover, which I will insert here. So now I have to wait a week or 2 weeks for them to process that and see whether that's good enough quality, and then it'll get uploaded automatically. Another question is if I like to watch shows and what are my favorite shows. Currently, I'm watching Glee with my partner. That's been really fun. I've already seen it once, but she's never seen it, so we're kind of rewatching it. My favorite shows of all time, like some recommendations that I would actually give. Number 1 is Daisy Jones and the Six. It's a 10-episode show based on a book written by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is also a wonderful author. Basically, it's about a band called Daisy Jones and the Six. One fun little fact about me is that I actually really love trash TV as well. Like, send me any recommendations for anything that's so bad that it's good. I'm talking like The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm talking like Never Have I Ever, like... Shows that I'm too old to be watching, for sure, but hey, here we are. Someone asked, are you in uni right now? And if yes, what's your major? I'm currently majoring in psychology. How many languages do you speak? So, fluently, I speak English, German, and Spanish, but I'm at an intermediate level of French and Dutch as well. So, you can count that as you like. K.1031_ asks, besides writing music, what else do you do in your free time? I have probable, undiagnosed ADHD, so I pick up a new hobby pretty much every week.
I like to crochet, I like to draw, I like to run, I like to... There's definitely things I'm missing. Journaling is a big hobby of mine. I had an obsession with puzzling for a while.
I'm going to insert a picture of my childhood bedroom wall, because that took me a lot of time. Anna S.O. asks, have you traveled before, and if so, where have you traveled, and where was your favorite place? So for this, I whipped out my Bean app, which is the countries that I've been. So I've been to 35 countries, 17% of the world, which is pretty epic. Let's go! For anyone who's wondering, I've lived in New Zealand, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Singapore. I think that's one of the reasons why also it's so difficult to answer where would be my favorite place to perform, which I got a few times, because a lot of the places around the world are kind of my favorite places or feel a little bit like home, and it would just be so crazy to imagine myself performing there. Some of my favorite places are Nusa Penida in Indonesia, and then within Europe it would be Barcelona, Edinburgh, Paris, Lisbon. Kind of unranked, by the way. This was not my ranking. Anna also asked, what's your favorite food? And said that hers is poutine. Fantastic. My favorite food is anything with mashed potatoes, or any form of potatoes, to be honest. I love fries, I love chips, I love mashed potatoes, especially. Gabrielle Palika asking, which song are you most proud of writing? My current favorite song is Sunday. It's the first ever love song that I wrote, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Plus, it has little voice notes of like my girlfriend in it, so it's super cute. It makes me smile when I hear it, and I think it makes her smile when she hears it, so the job is done. The Cat Tree Baum asks, what's your favorite animal, and do you have a pet? Yes, I have a pet. His name's Ted. Insert image of Ted. Woo! It's the only pet that we could have in the apartment that we're living in. So, well, that or a fish. And a fish would have also been fun. But we love Ted. Spam the comments with, I love Ted so much. I have a crush on Ted. Stuff like that. I don't know. My favorite animal ever is a raccoon. I have a folder that has above 500 images of raccoon memes. Send me raccoon memes. Actually don't, because I have all of them saved. So it won't be original, I promise. And I will give it a chuckle, but maybe don't, actually. I love raccoons, and my dream is to have a raccoon named Toast. But I've searched the regulations, and it's like, apparently I gotta move to Canada and get a license. So I don't know about that. Sophie Christensen 87 asks, is your hair color naturally brown? I'm wondering. This is a debate. I say it's dark brown, but I've heard a lot of people say that my hair is actually black. So answers in the comments. I don't know. The next question is by Mew10305. And the question is, what is your favorite song by your favorite singer? Well, as many of you may know, my favorite singer is Phineas O'Connell, and my favorite song by him is actually Lost My Mind, which is very underrated and a pretty old song, but I love that song. Next question is by Sla Mateus, and it's, how long have you been playing and composing music? I've been singing since I was able to speak, and kind of composing alongside with that. Like, as I was learning the languages, I was writing songs. And then when I turned 11, I borrowed my dad's electric guitar, and I started practicing and learning how to play guitar from YouTube. So I've been doing that since 11. Piano kind of around the same time, and production is something that I've been trying to do since I was like 13, 14, but I got into it more recently, right before I released my EP.
Like 2 years before I released my EP, so my EP was in 2014, I was 19.
So I was like 17 when I properly got into production. What inspires you to write music? Well, as you may be able to tell, most of my music is kind of depressing. So basically just anytime that I would feel a strong emotion, usually sadness, I would write a song. Do you live from your music? And if no, do you think you will be able to? I currently do not live from my music. I have a job, but music is definitely like where my passion lies, and I would adore having a career in that. So yeah. JQRDA_127 asks, are you currently exploring other styles/genres? I'm a big experimenter when it comes to music. I have a song coming out this month called Help, and that is very much inspired by the Mariahs. And then I should be having a rock song coming out called End With Me, and that one I think is coming out towards the end of this month already. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Maya.5612 asks, what is a song or album that you wish you wrote? There's a song by Grant Nosh called First Hello. That song is so hauntingly beautiful, and I love the experimental elements to it. And when I first heard that song, I remember the main emotion that I felt was anger, because I was genuinely so mad that I could not write a song like that, because I feel like it's such a meaningful song and it feels very personal to me. And I love that question. Thank you so much, Maya. You Probably Know Me asks, where do you make music? And if you don't mind, can you show us? So the DAW that I use is Logic Pro X, but I know that's not necessarily beginner friendly for some people due to the price of it. So if you're looking to get into it, maybe just try GarageBand. The setup is pretty similar, but GarageBand is free, and then you can kind of see whether you like the idea of it. And then I also have this MIDI keyboard, the Arturia, which is pretty nice and handy and on the go. I use that for any piano sounds, but also for drums and things like that. Then I have the Focusrite Scarlett Solo, which I use to insert the microphone sound into my computer and the guitar sounds as well. It's a very minimal setup, but it's basically all that I need to be making the kind of music that I make at this stage. And I like to keep it minimal as well so that I can kind of take it with me wherever I go. Gabriela Palika asks, if you could make an album with any artist of all time, who would it be? Of all time is really difficult because that makes me be like, oh, I should probably go back in time and pick someone that inspires me. In which case, obviously, it would be really fun to be like on a Queen song, or to be on a Beatles song, or even like Catch Me in the Beach Boys, or One Direction. Like, I always wanted to be a part of a boy band, to be honest. But in the current world that we're in, I would love to collab with Phineas. So, sorry, my answers are boring. They're always the same. Phineas this, Phineas that, but he's a chill guy. Chuchi Eater 69 asks, what's your dream country or place to hold a concert? I think holding a concert in Colombia would be really crazy for me, because obviously I'm also from there. I don't know, I feel like that would be like a really I made it moment, because no way I made it to a whole other continent. I will say, in terms of my audience that I've seen, I think the Danish people are winning. Like, apparently I gotta go to Denmark. That's where ELLIOKI is famous. So I'm definitely looking forward to performing there sometime as well. Def Not Chelsea asks, what keeps you going? This is gonna sound made up, but people, so you guys on Instagram especially, I have like 10 or so fans who are genuinely commenting under every single video, and I know all their ats off by heart, and they just make me smile when I see them. Just knowing that like people care that much to spend a minute of their day every single day watching my videos, commenting and everything, that means so much to me. I get a lot of DMs of people telling me the impact that like some of my music has had in their lives, and that's just like mind-blowing to me. Katzenregenbogen asks, how can we support you more? I think just like keep doing what you guys are doing. Sharing stuff on your story really helps, but also specifically talking to your friends. Like, if you really are like, damn, I like his music so much and I wish he was more famous so that he could come to my country or things like that, go to school and like talk about it in your random classes or to your buddy. Any person makes a big difference, and if you know people who would also be as passionate as you are, then that makes a massive difference, because like it's the real fans that matter as well. MM.Aria asks, what would you do if a fan approached you in person? I would geek out. There was like this reel on Instagram for a while where people would like do a fast-paced jump of them holding hands with someone and jumping around in circles, like that they're like besties or whatever. And I think that would be me and that fan, because I would just get so excited. But I can also be really awkward, so I apologize in advance for like the way that it will go. Someone asked, I want to make my own music, but I'm scared of hate, etc. What should I do? By the way, your music is so beautiful. Thank you so much. I would say fuel your scaredness and just focus inwards and focus on what you're actually trying to do. You're not trying to reach out to haters. You're not trying to, be pretentious or anything like that. You're just trying to put something vulnerable out there, and anybody who attacks that doesn't deserve your attention at all. But you also have to remember that hatred does actually usually for real come from jealousy, because we're all kind of scared of putting stuff out there. So when we see someone else putting something out there, we're like, oh, that's so stupid that you're putting that out there. Like, why would you put that out there? But that's only because we all want to be doing that, and a lot of us don't feel comfortable doing that. Zingo_bingo_ asks, are you planning on making a Discord server for your fans with updates and such? Technically, that is 100% something that I should be doing. I haven't been on Discord in a really long time, so I don't really know how it works. Maybe I'll make an Instagram chat with like the people who are very active, but I'm also not the most active when it comes to chatting. I feel like my homies, my locals, my everyday commenters, you guys got to tell me if you guys want to like connect and stuff, because I'll totally set it up and I will be stalking the chat for sure. But I don't really know if that's something that's being requested. I suppose this is a request, so I will count one vote towards that, and then we'll see if we'll make it happen. Another comment, someone said, Spotify ? ELLIOKI. Thank you guys so much for watching today. If you like this kind of content and you want to know more about me, get to know me or whatever, then just let me know. Like, comment, share this with friends as well, so that I can see that this is something that people are interested in. But honestly, even if the only people who are watching this video are those 10 people who are commenting every single day, this is gonna be my opportunity to say thank you so much. I genuinely can't express how much it means to me. Really grateful for the fact that you spend every day with me. So I'm gonna keep trying to do that. And yeah, we'll stay in touch. If you want to stay in touch and you didn't know me before this, then please go to this Instagram. I'm active every single day, and I respond to all my comments as much as I can, unless Instagram hides them for whatever reason. But I try to hunt them down, so I'll be there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.